Good morning everybody, or depends when you're doing your class. Beautiful day here on Saturday morning. Bit of a shocker, thought right, get my class recorded. Looked at my little notes, thought, well that was last week's. I thought I'd planned it, but what I'd actually planned was an extra class I'm delivering Thursday night and your Brucey bonus. So I've just put this together, but hopefully that'll flow nicely. And you know, some bits just like carrying on from last week, and a couple of new stretches. So you only need your band. You can have your ball so that when we do the dead bug one, which we did last week, you can use the ball if you want, but if you haven't got your ball, it doesn't really matter. So let's just take those feet into that nice hip width position. Take our little rock backwards and forwards. And then pick those toes up and spread them so that you really are working across all those toes. I did a webinar on feet and fascia. Can't believe how important they are, but I want to absorb it before I put anything into the class. But just make sure you are aware that you are using their feet, those toes, to grip, because those toes connect to your core, connect to your diaphragm, and the whole package is what makes it work. So just take a little rock side to side and bring yourself back into the middle. Tip that pelvis. And then stop when you feel like if it was full of water, it'd be sitting extremely still. Arms down, breathing in and breathing out. Up on your toes this time, breathing in. Everything comes down together, breathing out. Staying flat, breathing in. Nice deep thoracic breaths as we go up this time on our toes. Pull that pelvic floor all the way up and halfway down. Staying flat. Up on our toes this time, tighten that belt as well. And just bring it back to the third notch and flat. Now 3 with your eyes shut. So breathing in, breathing out. Knees soft, breathing in, breathing out. And last one. And breathing out. Good. Okay, interlock those fingers. I'm sure we've all done a little bit of something good this week. So we're going to polish our little halos. So remember here, we're just working through the shoulders and back the other way. Everything else nice and still, which means you can focus on that nice strong core engagement. Now that hula hoop around the shoulders. So start to incorporate that upper trunk. Keeping the hips nice and still. Keep it small to start with, especially if you've got like little creaks and groans going on. And then the other way. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to try and go from halo down to a big hula hoop with your waist. In let's go 6. So we go halo, a little bit bigger. Now the shoulders. Now a little bit more, and then the biggest one you can. Good. Let's go back the other way. So a little halo, a little bit bigger, and bigger. He's a Welsh rugby player, bigger. 5, last one, nice big one, and 6. Good, let those arms come down by your side for a second, and we'll just take a nice little open the gate, just while the arms have a little rest. Good, let's shift and go on to the other side. Remember to keep those headlights facing forward. So it might mean that you need to reduce the circle to stop those hips moving round. Okay, wider base, arms up. So we did this last week, so we want to stretch up through the fingers, keep the V shape with the head and the hands, core engaged, pelvic floor lifted. Remember, we're going to take a little side bend and back up. So keep that shape, stretch through those fingertips. So you're getting quite a nice little stretch down that lateral side and up and over. Okay, this time we're going to take the arm down, so we're going to take it over. Now just feel the weight of that arm just going down, and then push everything back up to the top. And again, core engaged, pelvic floor lifted, over we go. Arm drops heavy, lifting up to the ceiling. One more each side. Over, arm drops and lifts. Last time. Over, arms drop and lift. Okay, just take those shoulders round, elbows. Oh, you can bring your feet in, sorry, and big arm circle. And shoulders, elbows, big arm circle. And again, shoulder, elbow, arm circle, last time. And then we're going to just bring 4 arm circles forward, so breathing in. Remember that little bit of pressure as you breathe out, breathing in. And good, lovely. Okay, grab your band. We're going to do the Peck Stretch with the band today. Might even open the little window. So I hope you've got some lovely sunny music on if you're doing it on a nice sunny day. Okay, so take the band up across those shoulders. Okay, so don't have it too tight to start with. Nice soft knees, everything engaged, breathing in, and let those arms, oh, what are we doing? Sorry, up we go, retake. I know, I thought I'd had a mental block for a minute. I thought, what am I doing? Okay, so arms are starting above the head. Breathing in as we pull down and breathing out as we go back. Breathing in here and breathing out. Good, now you can either drop the band or you can bring it back over, whichever works for you. Second one, shoulder height. So breathing in, exhale, breathe in here, breathing out, and release. 2 halfway down this time. So just make sure that lovely setup you've got before you breathe in. Halfway down, breathing out. Breathe in here and breathe out. Good. Second one at that medium height. So breathing in, breathing out. Feel those shoulder blades squeeze and those pecs open. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice straight posture. So we'll do one now where we take the band down beside us, so you can shorten that band and make it a little bit more difficult. So we're going to breathe in, exhale, pull, turn the palms in, push the hands away. Nice soft knees. So lovely, I can hear the birds singing. And release. Last time. This time after this, we'll bend the knees, hinge at the hips, and we'll go down next. Get that little extra stretch. So here we go. Breathing in and pull. Ooh, wow, I tightened that a little bit too much. Turn your palms, push them away. Now make sure that you, as you bend the knees, the sit bones go out the back, and then just bring those arms over your shoulders. You can be unraveling your hands, and then just drop. Oh, that's different. Your hands down, so they just swing. Breathe in, exhale, and come up. I'm just going to see what happens to my band. And here we go. So that's the first time that's ever happened in what, 7 years? So there we go. Okay, well done. Pop that to the side and just grab your, let's turn my card over, grab your block. Okay. So remember, you don't have to work on your block if you don't want to. As soon as you've got your block, you can get started, because we'll always start with those knee lifts. Just check I've got my head in. Okay, so here we go. Focus where you're looking. Good, and balance was a big part of this webinar we were on as well. And if you can't balance on one foot momentarily, you can't actually walk, which when you think about it, yes, that makes sense, doesn't it? And last one, and then just take that short respite. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring the knee up, hold it, and we're going to circle the arms round. We'll start with the biggest number, so we'll go for 5 and we'll work down to 1. If that's too much for you, you could just hold the arms in front for 5. If that's too much, then just do some more knee lifts. Okay, so coming up, breathing in, exhale, coming up. So we're going to circle the arms backwards for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Because movement and balance, you know, it's quite hard. Now we're going to come forward this time for 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll go backwards this time. So I know we'll get more of one than the other, but that doesn't really matter. 3, and down. Coming up, 2 forward, 1, 2, and let's do 1 forward, 1 back on this one. So 1 forward and 1 back. Very nicely done. Take that block foot behind, take that little stretch. Coming up into those toes. And up. 1 more. Good, let's change over and go on the other side. So as soon as you've got your foot in the right place, you spread those toes, gripping in. Nice focus, up we go. Good, so last 2. And just take a moment of respite and then back up and just choose what you want to do on this side. You know, oops, you know your options. So while we're ready, knee comes up, 5 circles. Let's go forward on the first one, then that should even it up, shouldn't it? If you find as you're taking your arms back, it's pulling you backwards, make the circle a little bit smaller. Gripping with that toe, pelvic floor and core. Well, the pelvic floor is part of the core, but you know what I mean. I'm trying to cue your pelvic floor a little bit more. 3 forward. So tummy button to spine, 2 backwards. And then we do 1 forward and 1 backwards. Very nice, well done. Okay, step off, pop that back. Check and you can see those toes. So while you're doing your little stretches, you know how a gorilla walks like this? Okay. So a gorilla can't walk how we would because they can't balance on one leg, and to be able to make a gait, a stride, you have to be able to balance. So there we go, now you know. And down. Good, okie dokie, let's get on with a nice little squat section. And we're going narrow squats today. So find your nice narrow position, but those feet are under hips. You know about pushing that sit bone out the back, knees tracking but not going over your toes. Okay, so we'll just do a plain one first just to set the base properly. So breathing in, exhale, down we go. Now try and keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. Breathing in, squeeze those glutes as you come up. Okay, 3 more of those, and down, and up, and down, and up, and forward, and up. Okay, this time we're going to hold that squeeze, so that squat, so breathing in, exhale, down. So pull that tummy back into spine as we lift the left heel for 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Breathe in, down we go, other side. Relax the shoulders, tummy back into spine. Keep that imaginary spirit level with the bubble in the middle. So as you lift the heel, the hips are shimmying. Okay, breathing in, exhale, down we go. Alternate heels, up, up, 3, 4. We're going for 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in, down. Okay, so we're going to go back now to doing single leg, but as we do single leg, we're going to lift one arm as well. So breathing in, exhale, down we go. So we're starting with that left leg, right arm. So we come up, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze and up. Breathing in, down we go, other side, and lift. 2, 3, 4, and squeeze. Let's see if we can do the opposite arms and legs. So breathing in, here we go, down. So start with left arm, left leg, right arm, because don't forget I'm doing the opposite to you, and up, and change, and up, and change, and 4, hips still, tummy back into spine, and 2, and 1. Breathing in, ooh. Last set, breathing in, no, we're not going from the beginning, and I want you to do double heel lifts. Here we go, and up, up, 3, 4, 5, oh, those glutes are working, 6, those quads, 7, and 8. Ooh, well done, excellent. Okay, so take a little drink if you want, because we're going to go roll down. We're going to do roll down, 10 press-ups, Cobra, 10 press-ups, shell stretch, option of the Cobra, back up to standing, repeat. So the bit that probably I need to just remind you of, so we've rolled down, we've come down into our press-ups. Once we've done our press-ups, we go into the shell stretch. Then this is the next bit, the Cobra. So your option is to go to here, which is where you just come forward and release the hips to the floor. From there, you can come back into your box and come back to standing, or some of you may be able to tuck your toes under and come up to there and then walk your hands back. So you choose. If you can't do the Cobra, okay, so if you can't, from shell stretch, if you can't do the Cobra, then just come in and give me a flexed spine and an extended spine, and then come back to the top. All right, so I hope that makes sense. I'm going to do 3. Okay, so start with that nice hip width. I'm going to have to get my knee cushion. If I can't do press-ups, I'll have to just hold a plank, and that applies to you too. So if for some reason you can't go down onto your knees, then instead of doing the press-ups, do a high plank, but then just lower your knees for your Cobra. So you can do the Cobra if you want. So breathing in, exhale, rolling down. Just bend those knees as much as you feel you have to bring yourself down to the floor. 10 press-ups or up to 10. That really is up to you. So off we go. Take your shell stretch. This is one where we're obviously all going to be slightly different timings. From there, either into happy cat, sad cat, or come forward into Cobra. Just don't want to feel any nipping in that lumbar spine if you're doing the Cobra. Then you go back onto hands and knees, or you can tuck your toes under. Remember, go back up through upside down V. Rolling up. When you get to the top, you just do it all again. This time, let's say anything up to 8 press-ups. Only because I'm just thinking of the timing. I've got quite a lot to get through. And you don't have to do 8. Remember all your cues when you're doing all of this, that you should be having that nice strong core, tummy button to spine, pelvic floor at least at floor 3, and head staying in neutral throughout. I'll give you enough time. When we've finished the last one, I'll give you enough time, like, so I can just judge that everybody has finished. Up to 6 press-ups on the last set. So I'm now on my last Cobra, but as I say, don't rush. And then from that last Cobra or happy cat, sad cat stretch, you can just take a nice shell stretch. Just remember when you're in that shell stretch, don't drop that chin down. We don't want to encourage that tech neck position any more than we're already doing it. So if you want to bring your head down, you've got to bring your shoulders with it. If not, just hold that head in that neutral position. Okay, so I'm just holding this for a little bit longer. So if you're in this position, you can just take those nice deep thoracic breathing exercises. Okay, I should think everyone is finished by now. So just walk your hands up to get your head back up. Bring the knees in if you need to. And we're going into side lying. Okay. So just bring your cushion into whatever position works for you. Checking on those toes. Realigning that head. Pulling that pelvic floor up. Tummy button to spine. Top leg for 3. Top leg, bottom leg for 6. at the top and then just coming down with a degree of control. Feels good, really good for these oblique muscles, lifting those legs. Okay, so we're going to let that bottom leg stay on the floor, straight, forward, forward and bend. Here we go, top leg comes up to hip height, coming in forward, point, angle the toe down to the floor, tap, tap, up, back, behind, but keep that hip up, tap, tap, up, forward, tap, tap, back, tap, tap. Okay, this time we're going to increase the taps. So we're coming forward, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, up, back, tap, 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat that, forward, angle, 1, 2, 3, 4, up, back, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to twos, forward, rotate, 1, 2, lift, back, down, 1, 2, 1 to go, forward, down, tap for 2, back, up, down, tap for 2. Good, okay. From here we're going to push ourselves up onto our elbow, unless you have an issue with your shoulder. Shoulder over your elbow, bringing that bottom leg into that angled position and lift the inner thigh for 8, sorry. 3, 4, 5. Now lift up away from this mat with this bottom rib. 7, I think. 8. Okay, we're going to lift and hold for 8. So lift, now squeeze, lift up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good, bring the knees in. Let me just see where we're going from there. Okay, yeah. So from here, you can just come down and roll onto your back. All right, because this one is all about like really strong core stability. Okay, so we're going to roll the marble into the belly button, hold for 3, and roll it out again. And again, roll the marble into your belly button, flatten that back off, hold for 3, and roll. And one more, rolling. Really good little exercise to do, you know, when you're lying in bed. Just a few of these pelvic tilts. Okay, if you want to keep your feet down on the floor, you can. I'm just seeing if the option is to, yeah, I think we just have one. But we're going to pick one leg up into tabletop. So we're going to peel off the left leg and bring it up to tabletop. Now make sure you've rolled that marble into your belly button now. Okay, and we're going to straighten it to the ceiling. I'm going to bring the arms up and just checking in you're not going to knock anything over. I want you to drop the arms behind and bring them round. Behind and bring them back. Breathing in. But that back should be flat on the floor. That marble sitting firmly in your belly button. And then the other way. Arms come round and up. Round and up. Round and up. Okay, bend the leg. Changing over. Peel off the other leg. Straighten it. And here we go. For 4. Keep that marble tight in that belly so you've really got that nice strong core. Feel as if your pelvis is tilting towards you and the water's running out towards you. Change direction. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring those knees in. and just take a little rock side to side. Now, if you're just rolling over onto the other side, you can do that. Or if you're like me and you're going to swizzle round, you can just get a little bit of momentum and rock up and swizzle round to the other side. So we're going down into sideline, checking our position, top leg up for 3, top leg bottom, breathe in, steady as a rock, and 6. Good, okay, put that bottom leg down, you decide where you want it, top leg comes up, here we go for 2 taps, 2, up, back, 2, lift, don't forget we angled the foot down to the floor, up, back, down. Now 2 again, for this time, tap, 2, 3, 4, lift, back, 1, 2, 3, 4, repeat, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and back, and 2, up, back, 2, forward 2, and back 2. Ooh. Pushing up or stay flat and do your inner thigh there. You know about the modifications and changing them to suit you. So you could stay flat with the knee on the front, as we always do. If not, lift up. We're just working these obliques a little bit harder. Well, we're working them harder if we're lifting up here. So lifting up for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can have a pointed toe or flex toe. I haven't stipulated. Now we're going to lift up and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Excuse me. Bring those knees together. Push yourself up. Bring the legs round. Take a little drink. And we're over on the other side. Good, good. Okay, so we're going to do diamond press next. So diamond press is the one where you make a diamond shape between your index finger and your thumb, and that's where your head will go on top of your diamond. And then basically it's just a push up of that upper body like a swan dive. So I'll quickly show you one. So I'll cue you into all your other positions and everything, but it's just down here and here. I really like this one as a back strengthening. So down onto your prone position, find that little diamond, elbows out nice and wide, but try not to feel like your shoulders are coming up to ears. Try and keep those shoulder blades down towards your jean pocket. Let those heels lift out. Now what about that little ice cube under that tummy button? Pull it away, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. So in breath as you go down, exhale on the hardest bit, which is the lift. So exhale, inhale. Focus on that ice cube so that you're keeping that core. If the shrink wrap works for you, then breathe in. And as you exhale, think of that shrink wrap. That'll pull that pelvic floor up and knit that waist in. So every time you exhale, you think of that shrink wrap And that will just help you keep focusing in on that core. We do 4 more. Breathing in. And last one. Very nicely done. Good. I do like that a lot. Bring those hands next to the chest. Push up. Bring yourself into your happy cat, sad cat, and let's take a nice little stretch through flexion and extension. While you're doing that, I'll see where we're moving to next. All right. And one more flexion and extension. Okay, so from here, all we're going to do is go over onto our back. So you can just get yourself onto your backs, or you can cross those legs and have a little practice at that rolling over. Okay, and we're going to come down onto our back. So get your cushion ready, arms forward, breathing in. Exhale, here we go, down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now that's a little bit more difficult, isn't it? Okay. So I haven't done this for a few weeks, and again, this is another kind of favourite of mine. So we're going to peel off the right leg to tabletop, peel off the left. Checking in now that we've got the marble in the belly button. Don't forget, I know that some of you, just trying to get it, some of you like to put your block there just to help secure that position. But if you've got the block there, don't let the block do all the work. Make sure you're still engaged that core and pull that marble into your belly button. Okay, so we're going to start with arms in the air. If you feel that this is a little bit too much with both legs up, then all we've got to do is just take one leg down. No harm in that at all, and halfway through just change your legs. Okay, we're going to take the right arm out to the side for 4. Remembering that little bit of resistance as we pull the arm in and we push the arm away. Now just keep homing in on that lumbar spine area and just make sure you're not arching and doming. If you feel you are, then as I say, just drop one leg, probably the opposite arm, the opposite leg to the arm that's working. You'll still find you're working really hard. So don't be afraid to modify. And then bring those knees in, 4 little circles one way. And 4 little circles the other way. Okay, so now we're going to do the legs. So we're going to bring one leg up to tabletop and the other leg up to tabletop. We're going to take the arms just down by our side. We need to turn the palms up, all right? If you need a little bit more support, turn the palms down. Okay, are we ready? Right leg's coming out, left leg staying completely still. And in. And out. And in. So try to feel like you're not relying on pushing into the floor with those arms for support. And the left leg coming out. Squeezing in. What's happening underneath that lumbar spine? Have you got that marble in your belly button? And release. Good. This time you're just going to rock side to side. And then we're coming back out into tabletop. Just pop your legs down for a second. Coming back up into tabletop, and we're going to do the legs again. But this time, if you feel you can, you're going to have your arms off the floor. If that's not for you, when the next move, the next sort of modification would be to keep the opposite arm down of the leg that you're working, or both arms down, palms up, both arms down, palms down. So you've got 4 choices, 4 levels there to suit whatever you want. So peel off one leg, peel off the other. Now decide what you're going to do with your arms. We're going right leg first, so if you want to keep one arm down, then I'd pick the left arm up. So are we ready? Right leg goes out for 4. Tummy back into spine. 3, 2, and 1. Other side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Right, okay, little massage of that spine. And now next week what we'll do, we'll have a go at our opposite arm and leg. So well done. Okay, so from here we're going to just rock up to sitting again. And swing round. Good, we're getting on well. So we're just going to do a little arm sequence sitting. So I'm going to keep it sitting on the floor as opposed to on a block, because it's good practice to be, sitting in that nice upright tall position. So again, this is all about really good control, core control, clenching in at your waist, squeezing your glutes and your thighs, and pushing your legs into the mat. Okay, so we're going to start with here. We're going to do the arm actions, but I want you to really put a bit of resistance in. So we're starting with pulling with those hands, bringing those elbows back. So there's a little bit of tricep right there. And we're going to push the arms forward, release the fingers. Down to the floor. We'll turn the palms down, down to the floor. Turn the palms, lift to the ceiling. Turn the palms out, push away. Turn the palms, squeezing in. Repeat. Pulling back. Pushing forward. Palms down. Palms up. Palms out. Palms together. Bringing it down. Are you sitting tall? Pushing. Are you squeezing those glutes? Pushing those legs into the floor. And obviously pelvic floor up. And tummy button down. So forward, palms down, palms up, palms out, palms squeeze. Last time. And it would be a lot different if I just said to you, just take your hands through the air as if you're going through a cloud. And down. Good. So next week what we might do is we might do that with the cans, just to add a little bit of weight to it. It's quite a nice little sequence to do. Okay, so from here, just bring those legs into that V-sit position. I want you to tuck your right hand underneath your right leg. Palm up if you can. If not, palm down. So I'll turn and face the front. So if you find it hard to keep both legs straight, you can soften them. If you can't have them in that shape, then come into diamond. So palm up if you can, if not, palm down. Arm out to the side. Here we go with our side stretch. Then we're coming over and looking at that knee. Opening up and back up tall. Good, bring the arm in, other hand under. I find this harder to keep that hand under that way. Arm out, over for that side stretch. Rotate over to that knee. Back up to the ceiling. And back. Okay, bring the legs in just for a little A little bit of respite. I'll tell you what, we're going to change it. I'm going to do C curve now, then I go back and do the other one in that V sit. So you're not sitting in that V sit for too long. So arms forward, shoulders down, breathing in. Exhale, down we go. Stop at the point where you think, yeah, that's as far as I can go. Breathing in. Exhale and lift. Trying to focus on really using that core to come up. So suck that tummy in. And up. Okay, push those legs out. Reaching up and over that beach ball. Trying to take the hands over the toes. Now imagine someone's come behind you with your stretch band, and then I pulling it back so you'll feel your tummy, is it concave, is it? Where it, tummy button come right in, backs of the legs, glutes into the mat, and then kind of just relieve all that tension. Good. Okay, so we're going to add some arm openings this time. Open up those chest muscles, breathing in. Exhale down to the point where you can hold it, and open and close and open and close, open, close, open and close. Breathing in this time, coming up, down we go again, and the same thing. Good. Keep those hips nice and still, feet flat on the floor. Now if you can manage one more open, try and keep the shoulders away from the ears as well. Of course, everything else should be connected in that core area. Coming up, another little stretch over that imaginary beach ball. And back, and let's just do one more with two. Breathing in, down we go. So you might find those oblique muscles come back and say hello to you in a couple of days' time. Last one. And up. Good, back up to those sit bones. Now take those legs into that straddle position again. So you know how we do round the world standing? Well, we're going to do the same with sitting. So we start with a side bend. Then we reach forward over that leg. Bring that body round to the front. When we get same arm to same leg is when we bring the other arm in and we bring it up and round. Okay, let's do that slowly again the other way. So side bend, reach and turn, so you're rotating that chest down to that thigh, but reach as well with that hand out. Now scoop it round. Now bring the other arm in. Right. So let's do one, maybe two each way, but we'll alternate with a little bit more flow. So here we go. We're going over, round, scoop, and up, and over, round, and up, and again over, round, and up. Last time. Are we still sitting up nice and tall? Round, oh, good. I like that. Hands in the middle. Now, this would be a great one to see in class because we'd all be in such a different position again. So all I want you to do, and you might have to soften the knees if you're still a bit tight in the hamstrings, is walk your hands forward. Now, your body will tell you like when you've gone far enough. And you'll feel that you've got such a lovely stretch going on everywhere here. Back of the legs, you can feel them. Round the base of the spine. Up through the back, round the shoulders. Breathing in for 3. But only go to where you feel it works for you, and then walk your hands back. Good. Bring those knees in and just round everything off. Drop the chin a little bit down and push. Feel like you're pushing your back out. Okay. So what you're going to do here is you're going to bring those fingers so they're facing away. Yeah, sorry, facing into your bottom, that's right. Okay, and from here, still want you to think tall, lift that chest. Okay, we're just going to bend the elbows and then push the chest through forward. Bend the elbows and push. So just a couple of different little stretches today. This is really opening those chests up and bringing those shoulders back. And 4. And bend the elbows and push. Bend the elbows and push. Good, well done. Straighten the legs. Bring the arm around. And then the other side. Good. Now, if you can grab your ball, great. If you haven't got your ball, don't worry, because we're going to go into dead bug. All right, so breathing in, exhale, and down we go for 8, different to 6. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That just seems so much harder, doesn't it? Just those extra 2 little counts. Okay, so let's do the same as we did last week. Same arm, same leg. So if you haven't got, opposite arm and leg, sorry. So if you haven't got your ball, you're just going to, I'll talk you through where your hand's going to do. So we'll bring the right leg up to tabletop. Either put the ball onto the right leg with the left hand on it, or put your left hand directly onto your right leg. Okay, just by having the ball there, you kind of just, you've got to keep that ball in place, haven't you? So there's a little bit more going on with the arm and the knee to keep the ball there, as opposed to just the hand being on there. Okay, so bring the left leg up to tabletop and bring the right arm on top of the left arm, or hand I should say. Check in now that that marble's in your belly button, or put your little blue cushion there if that's what you need. And here we go, we're going to breathe in, exhale, take it away. Ooh. Breathe in, I then wanted to do same arm, same leg. There's quite a lot I could edit today, couldn't I, from this, all my little bloops, but I wouldn't. Use that breath. Checking in, if you feel that back is starting to lift, roll that marble again. You can correct it every time if you feel you need to. We're adding 2 on today. If that's too many, then you know to stop at that point where it becomes either too uncomfortable or you feel you're losing your form, you're letting that back come up. Good, okay, drop those legs down. Just bring the left, we'll do the left leg, then we know we've done that. Just bring that left leg across just for a quick sneaky figure four stretch. Absolutely perfectly blue sky up there. I can't see a cloud in the sky. How are we doing? Oh, we're doing great. So just remember, you're trying to push that knee away from you, and you know you can always just lift this bottom leg up if you prefer. Okay, down we come. Change legs. So left leg to tabletop, ball onto the knee, right hand onto the ball, left hand onto right hand, peel off the right leg. Checking in with that marble, breathing in, exhale as we take the arm and leg out, breathing in. So keep checking that marble hasn't moved. Very small gap under the spine is kind of acceptable, no bigger. I think, because I've lost count, we've got 3 to do. And last one. Well done. Drop those knees down. You can just pop the ball behind, bring that leg into that figure 4. Either keep the left foot flat, or you can bring the left leg up to that tabletop position. You might find you want to bring your head up. Again, you know, find what works for you. But just breathe in, and as you breathe out, that's when you want to be thinking about pushing that knee away, just to get that extra stretch around that IT band. Oh, Badesi. And bring the leg down. And I'm just having I've got 3 cards, I keep picking up the wrong one. Okay, lovely. Okay. So we're just going to come back and put the right leg over that, into that figure 4 position. Keeping the left leg down this time. Now you're going to slide that right leg over, so like as if you were sitting watching telly, and that is such a bad way. You shouldn't have your legs crossed when you're watching telly. You might want to put your arms out. And then you're going to just drop those knees, keeping the right shoulder down to the left. Feel that really nice stretch down that oblique area, which will help alleviate maybe a little bit of muscle ache from the C curves with the open arm. Coming back up, and now bring them down to the other side. Shoulder stays down, remember. And then up, and then let's just change the legs over. So uncross that one. Left one up, over we come into figure 4 to start. Slide it down, taking it to the right, left shoulder stays down. Holding the stretch for a few seconds. Coming up and going the other side. And because why you get quite a good stretch here is because you've got the weight of those legs taking you down. And one on top of the other just seems to give it a little bit more weight than when we have them in box. And back Good, lovely. Okay, so from here, let's see if we can come up sitting with a nice roll up, or you use your leg to give yourself a little bit of momentum. Okay, so squeeze everything in that lower half, pull that tummy button to spine, squeeze those glutes, breathing in and exhale as we come up. Good, well done, lovely. So from here we are going to probably just come over onto hands and knees for a second, because I don't believe the time. Just take a couple of happy cat, sad cat stretches. And then we're going to tuck the toes under, come up into upside down V. Let's just bring the knee forward to the opposite elbow and back, forward and back, knee forward. We're only going to do 4, and then we're going to walk the hands back and uncurl all the way to the top. Good. So, going to ask Siri for a minute, because we haven't done our minute balance challenge for a while. So weight onto your, well, whichever foot you want to do. So just bring that foot up into the position that's comfortable. Find that arm position for you. Siri, 1 minute.
Okay, 1 minute and counting.
Okay, so now I really want you to think lifting up, grow an inch. Suck that pelvic floor up, squeeze that waist in, relax the shoulders, string attached to your head. And if you need to change your arm position, that doesn't matter, you just do what is right for you. 30 seconds gone already. Keep lifted. Push away with that foot. Little wobble there. Should have called out the time for you. We've got 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds. And relax. Good, well done. So we're going to shift and go on to the other side. So drawing that leg up. Now, first, before we start, lifting out of that pelvic area. Pull the pelvic floor up. Siri, 1 minute.
Okay, 1 minute and counting.
Let's see if I can keep my hands in front so I can tell you. Make sure the shoulders are down, whichever position you've got them in. So if you've got your arms out here, make sure the shoulders aren't hunched, relax. Soften the elbows as well, that helps if your shoulders start to ache a little bit. I know some of you like to have like that sort of prayer above your head position, or in here. You can have your hands on your waist, really doesn't matter. We've done 30 seconds. Still think tall, everything engaged, little cushion on your head, pushing against that really low ceiling. There's 40. Gripping with those toes. 50. 55. And 60. Well done. Slide that leg down. Okay, so arms up. Let's just take a little melted snowman. So we're going to just drop the elbows, push that the sit bones out the back, nose to knees, and uncurl at the bottom. Bringing the arms up to the top. Nice little flowing movement. Down we go as we exhale. And inhale. Last one, exhale. And inhale. Bring the arms up to the toes. Arms down. Heels down. Elbows. So shoulders, elbows. Big arm circle. shoulders, elbows, big arm circle. Just let the arms relax by your side. We're going to breathe in, but we're breathing out today really slow and controlled. So that exhale is longer than that inhale. So breathing in and breathing out. If you want to soften the knees and let this sort of the arms just hang, you can. Breathing in. Last time. And breathing out. And then open your eyes and give yourselves a clap. Well done, ladies and gents. Super. Excellent. I found that minute balance challenge a bit more challenging today, which shows that we've not maybe done that as frequently as we should be doing. But it's just fitting everything in, isn't it? So hope you enjoyed that. I hope you like the new little stretches. And yeah, I think next week is week 50, nearly up to a full year. That's amazing, isn't it? So any items for the newsletter? And also obviously a big thank you for staying with me, because I'd have been sunk if we hadn't been able to do this online. Just didn't get anything from the government, nor did Hannah. But I know people who did, so it's just one of those things. Anyway, I do appreciate you staying with me and going along our little journey. Don't forget your Brucey bonus this week that you can fit in as many times as you can. And I'll see you all soon. So take care, look after yourselves,